know, is there anything that you can tell us, aside from like the funny, you know, character type stories, is there anything that you can tell us that we're trying to figure out what to do with his work. Once we go to these archives and see them, I mean, we know from some of his letters that he was in talks to do a book, but we're just trying to figure out what the best, like what he would have, it's obvious he was very dedicated to education and educating people and teaching, and so, I don't know, do you have any suggestions, thoughts, ideas as to what he may have been on the path to?
I have no idea.
Did he ever talk about, you know, future plans for it? I'm sorry.
Not that I remember. I mean, it was always the animal studies towards the end. That's all he talked about, and sleep and that kind of stuff. One direction I would like to see the project go is all his personal photos, all the black and white stuff he did for all those years.
Now, who was it? Someone referred to those type of photos as a genre name. Was it?
I think I called it grab shot photography the other night.
I like that. Is that a photographic term for?
I've heard it used somewhere, but I don't know if. I think it may work.
Could you just
grab shot? He would just grab shots.
He had a unique eye for that too.
He kind of just did that all the time. The
Constantly.
sleep stuff came because I read, I think it was
because he couldn't stop taking pictures.
Even during the night. Well, I guess it was the Peaceable Kingdom. Of course, we don't have any, I think you're really with any, the brochure. On one side, it was an interview that Anne McQueen had done with him. So in one of the questions, he talks about getting some camera, like $3,000 camera for $250, and he had it on the bed. He said, what am I going to do with this camera? And it kind of like hit him, you know, I'm going to take pictures from, and he started by doing himself.
Right.
So once, I guess, he stumbled on that, and it became a life of its own.
He made a statement to what you're saying as any artist worth his salt will grow into the ability of where his tools can reach. So he kind of reached in those directions because he came across some equipment that he was trying to figure out how to combine the equipment with stuff that he wanted to do.
Right. It was just stuff he bought at an auction. He didn't even know what he bought.
Wow. Life is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what would be a good... I mean, it's easy for us to think back and think how exciting his work is, and to think how awesome, for the love for him, to want it to be there, but also the value of it, we've been exposed to and we know it. But to figure out the angle of a working angle to reintroduce his work to a mass of people that it would be interesting to. So...
The other interesting thing that, you know, it doesn't look like there's any photographers that have, it's not even dawned on anybody else to, but you were saying something about the release, or that he has it copyrighted, or
well, that's what I thought I...
Do you know anything about that? See, I don't see how that can happen. The sort of contact sheet format, the sequence.
Oh.
Does he have any trademarks or copyrights on...
I don't know how we would find that out.
Anne would be a good one to ask, probably. You know how I feel like it's in the back of my memory here that I've heard something like that.
And is there anyone else that you can recognize from that pile of pictures? Or?
Oh.